Hello everybody, my name is Dũng. Today I would like to tell you 10 short conversations between a man and a woman. Number 1. The woman asked the man if he heard that Sam has gotten a promotion. The man replied Jim had told him he wondered if it were great. The woman was happy with that, but she wished Beth had got one too. She said Beth really deserved it. Number 2. Mr. Fujita introduced herself and she asked the man if she could help him. The man replied he was calling from the accounting office. He wanted to know if he might speak with the director. The woman was sorry about the fact that her director wasn't in. She said she was the director's assistant, so she could help him. Number 3. The man asked the woman what were her special that night. The woman commented they had fresh shrimp and roast beef. The man thought he should order some food from the regular menu. Number 4. The man asked the woman if anyone had called while he had been out. The woman said he had the message from Mr. Peter, and Mr. Peter had said he had finished painting the new office. The man was delighted with that, and he offered the woman called Mr. Peter back and asked him to send a bill to the accounting office. Number 5. The woman asked John if it were his office. John replied it was Cindy's. He said his office was the one at the end of the hall. The woman wanted to know how did he had got such a nice office, and she says his boss must have liked it. Number 6. The man says he has received the bill from Mr. Rotanger. The woman wondered if Mr. Rotanger were his accountant. She commented she had told Mr. Wilson Morse. The man was surprised that he said Bob had recommended Mr. Rotanger. She did a much better job. Number 7. The woman asked Frank what were his thoughts during those days. Frank replied that his thoughts were at the university then. She was studied it in economics. The woman was surprised, and she said she had thought his daughter would become a lawyer like him. Number 8. The man greeted Mark. He asked the woman if she had saw James were in surgery. The woman commented Linda and she had planned to visit James at the hospital that afternoon. The man was happy with that, and he said James' wife had said he really wanted to visit him. Number 9. The woman asked Morton if the Sandy car parked by the front door. Morton commented it was Tom. He asked the woman if she knew the new secretary. The woman replied he would move it because she said he had parked in the director's space. Number 10. The man asked the woman how much to the bill to the bus fare. The woman said it was $1.50. She wanted to know if he wanted a transfer. The man replied he didn't, and he offered. The woman told him when they had got to his stop. He said he was going to the central office.